One fine day, a small rabbit named Kenny was eating breakfast with his mother when his father burst into the kitchen panting like a dog, screaming,
"We are out of here!
And why ever so, my dear?
There is a huge dragon on our very own Shepherd's Hill!"
I find that quite hard to believe, honey.
I believe him.
Kenny, have you caught the crazy cold too?
No, Mother. With that, Kenny wanted him to see for himself that there was a dragon up on Shepherd's Hill, so that night he armored himself with pots and pans and climbed up the hill, alone. As Kenny slowly climbed up Shepherd's Hill, he was flooded with anticipation. He could see the enormous back of the dragon and the smoke proceeding from his nostrils as he breathed. Kenny stepped on a twig that cracked, and he flinched as the dragon stirred.
"Leave your offerings at the mouth of the cave and get out of here."
I don't have any offerings.
"No offerings?" Oh, I'm sorry. You're not who I thought you were.
I'm sorry to wake you, Great Dragon.
Call me Graham, like the cracker, only with an E on the end.
Okay, Graham.
From then on, Kenny and Graham were best friends, and every day Kenny would go up to Shepherd's Hill and bring Graham a wonderful meal. He had never had a friend like this, so he decided that it was time to introduce his parents.
I made a new friend today. Oh, really? What's his name? Graham, I want you to meet him after dinner.
Well, we'll be happy to.
You just follow me after dinner.
After dinner, Kenny's parents followed him up to Shepherd's Hill with a picnic basket filled with scraps from their dinner. Both of his parents were startled to see a gigantic sleeping dragon laying under the tree. His mother gave a little yell, "Oh!" but they calmed themselves down.
Mother, Father, this is Graham. A pleasure to meet you.
As well. I can't believe that I'm meeting the parents of this wonderful rabbit.
Thanks, Graham.
That evening, they all laughed and cheered as Graham recited poems, and they were all getting along quite nicely. Kenny was proud of his parents for not screaming and running away like some people would. Good morning, Kenny. Here to see George?
Yes, Charlotte?
Go right over to the sitting area, and he'll be right down.
Kenny!
Hi, George. What's with all the hubbub in town today?
A dragon has been spotted on Shepherd's Hill. Isn't that your property, Kenny?
Yes, it is.
Well, I've been hired to slay it. You can come watch if you want.
That's great, George, but I really don't think I should.
Okay, why?
Because that dragon is my best friend! His name is Graham, and he is very gentle, and he loves poetry, and if you would love him, but you'll never be able to get to know him if you kill him.
Oh. Well, I'd like to make his acquaintance before I slay him. I'll be at your house tonight.
Okay.
Kenny, George, Graham, Charlotte, and Kenny's parents all devised a brilliant plan of how to pretend to slay Graham without actually hurting him at all. This plan was pure genius to all of them, and especially to Kenny.
It looks like nobody's coming.
There's still 2 minutes. Oh, look, there they are.
As you all may know, to render a dragon harmless, you have to tie his tail in a knot. So on that note, I'm going to lure the dragon out of his lair with a delicious girl.
Oh no, what shall I do?
Who dares disturb me with the delightful smell of human girl? Oh. Oh. Yay! The dragon has been defeated!
that point on, Graham was welcome as long as his tail was in a knot. He was a big help around Kenny's farm, and he ate dinner with them every night. After dinner, Graham and George would recite poetry up on the hill while Kenny and his parents laughed and talked until it was time for Kenny to go to bed.